Hello everyone, and thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm in Rosebank Cemetery in Edinburgh, which is very much off the beaten track for most visitors and even some locals like me. The cemetery is 19th century and opened on the 20th of September 1846 by the Edinburgh and Leith Cemetery Company. It covers around 11 acres and is now maintained by the City of Edinburgh Council. There are lots of interesting memorials here, including a memorial to the soldiers killed in the awful Gretna rail disaster of 1915. But today, I want to tell you about two really interesting ladies who are buried here. The first is Jessie Mann, who was probably the first professional female photographer in the world. She was from Perth and was the photographic assistant to the early photographic pioneers David Octavius Hill and Robert Adamson during the early 1840s here in Edinburgh. She worked with them at their studio in Rock House on Calton Hill, which you can still see to this day. The second lady I'd like to tell you about is Ida Bonanomi, who was Queen Victoria's personal dresser. She died at just age 37 in 1854 and was much loved and adored by the Queen, who paid for the headstone and visited for 6 years after her death right here to Rosebank Cemetery. Queen Victoria was very faithful to her servants, and there are actually two other servants buried here with headstones paid for by the Queen, namely Owen Gough and Charles Wattie. Jessie was born in Perth in 1805 and was hired by the early pioneering photographers David Octavius Hill and Robert Adamson to help them with their epic painting called The Disruption. This painting contained the 450 ministers who'd broken away to form the Free Church of Scotland. Jessie was very skilled, and while Hill and Adamson were away, it's believed she made a calotype of the King of Saxony who visited in 1844. It's clear Hill was very fond of Jessie, and the painter James Naismith, asking after her in a letter to Hill, described her as that most skilful and zealous of assistants. She was clearly much loved and a very skilled photographer and processor, and rightly deserves her place as one of the world's earliest photographic pioneers. Ida held the intimate position of Queen's dresser to Queen Victoria and was clearly held in the highest regard by the Queen. From the inscription, it's clear there was great affection for her, and the Queen is thought to have visited her grave for many years after her death. Not much is known about Ida, but we know from records that she died at just 37 years old in Princes Street of heart disease. On either side of Ida's grave are the final resting places of two other royal servants, Charles Watty, who died at Holyrood Palace after 42 years of service, and Owen Gough, who died after an amazing 50 years of service. She clearly thought very highly of them both too. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I produce and film just by myself, so your support is very much appreciated, and every subscription really helps. My videos will always be free and independent, and now that AI is pushing out real human creators, it's never been more important to support your favourite Scottish creators. If you'd like a tour of Edinburgh with me, you can book directly on my website. I'll give a link here, and it would be lovely to meet you and show you the city. Take care of yourselves, thanks for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Thank you.